Karma has at last found Kevin Hunter Sr. since his child mom, Sharina Hudson, has unloaded him. However, she is likewise choosing to drag his broke butt to court. As per the reports she's in converse with, ask kid support for their little girl venture. What's more, it appears as though not entirely set in stone to demolish Kevin. What's more, would she say she is truly blaming Kevin for being a low-life father this time? I surmise we can say that Karma is staying at work longer than required on the grounds that he is going through it. In under a year, he has gone from carrying on with a rich way of life on Wendy's coins to becoming bankrupt, becoming ill and being not able to seek treatment, getting sued by banks to getting unloaded by Sharina, who is supposedly asking him for kid support. In any case, truth be told, individuals aren't precisely shocked about this, since we could all see it coming far in advance. When it's all said and done, Kevin has been swearing for a really long time that Sharina loves him for him. Also, she was never about his cash. However, individuals didn't accept that since he was burning through huge amount of cash on her. All things considered, it was Wendy's cash that he was spending. However, you all understand what I mean. Presently, Kevin and Sharina have been involved beginning around 2007 when they initially began sneaking around despite Wendy's good faith. He has burned through large number of dollars on her since the issue began, similar to the time he in a real sense spent more than $700,000 on a permanent place to stay for her. Also, I read about it in the websites and the sensationalist newspapers. The location of this spot that he had bought to impart to this boondocks 9 miles from my home in Livingston. Furthermore, they're enjoying life to the fullest. What's more, the way that Kevin utilized Wendy's cash to purchase a house for his fancy woman that was extremely near the one he resided in with Wendy was only some frightful, dreadful work. Yet, the house was not by any means the only significant venture that Kevin put down on Sharina on the grounds that he was the ideal friendly benefactor and aided her set up a few organizations. However, they generally fizzled. He opened a major store for her in her local town of South Carolina. However, that business wound up going belly up. After several months, he put resources into another internet dress and adornment store called Lavish, and it went bombed once more. In any case, Kevin actually didn't surrender and he assisted her with getting confirmed as a real estate professional. Once more, be that as it may, this didn't exactly work out. He then opened up a vegetarian organization for her. Furthermore, obviously this came from Wendy's cash. Presently, Wendy had some awareness of the undertaking and she was somewhat alright with it. Yet she had one significant aside, and it was that Kevin was not permitted to get Sharina pregnant. Indeed, we as a whole skill that wound up with Sharina getting pregnant and Wendy unloading Kevin like a hot potato. Be that as it may, besides the fact that she petitioned for legal separation, she likewise got him terminated from his work on the Wendy show. You know, assuming you make. I don't suggest that you work with your better half since I made him my chief. And afterward, when I chose to separate from him, he must be terminated. At the end of the day, I made him separated and jobless across the board day. Better believe it. Discuss being negligible and savvy. However, despite the fact that he was jobless, he didn't exactly invest some parcel of energy into searching for another work. For a lost his man employment, had a semi-jobless child mother and a child on the way. You'd envision that he could quickly begin searching for a task, correct? Indeed, he didn't need to do that since he had the option to get Wendy to pay him divorce settlement. What's more, he and his new little family kept on carrying on with an extravagant way of life. We don't precisely have the foggiest idea how much the support installments were, yet it was a sizable sum on the grounds that Kevin and Sharina live in extremely easily. Neither one of them truly worked, which was peculiar, since Kevin has consistently gloated about how he made Wendy's vocation in any case. They were accomplishing something beneficial until the support installments halted. Presently, what Kevin didn't comprehend was that Wendy's legal counselors had remembered a statement for the support arrangements that said that she would never again pay him provision, assuming she lost her employment. On the Wendy show, the provision expressed, if under any circumstance Wendy's agreement with Talk Double UW isn't recharged or potentially is generally suspended, dropped or ended, and Wendy has no other TV program being circulated and paying her a compensation. The respondent, also known as Kevin, comprehends and concurs that all severance installments will be likely to one or the other end or change. For reasons unknown, both Kevin, Sharina, and their legal counselors either missed this condition, or they simply didn't mind since they believed that Wendy could never leave the show since she was making millions from the show and things were ideally suited for her on the show. However, at that point, we as a whole realized that Wendy became truly ill and the Wendy show was dropped due to her drawn-out non-attendance from the show. Furthermore, according to the agreement, Wendy quickly quit paying Kevin divorce settlement. She was having a ton of private matters at the time too, including having her resources frozen by her bank. However, this didn't make any difference to Kevin in light of the fact that for reasons unknown in every one of the years, he truly put away no cash appropriately and was presently destitute. He went on a tirade against Wendy, her legal counselors, and her monetary guides, saying Wendy was in recovery and these individuals recently quit keeping my cash. Pure and simple. Presently, I'm requesting to see all of the bank records from the hour of the separation as of not long ago. Furthermore, that will show what is truly happening here. These individuals have attempted to starve me out. By the day's end, I brought in that cash and am not allowing them to take it. His tirade never really advanced the circumstance, so he at last turned to making a public supplication, uncovering that things were extremely terrible for himself and Sharina monetarily on the grounds that they couldn't cover their bills. He said, I have fallen behind on the vast majority of my bills. I at present live locally that expects installments to the property holder's affiliation, and I'm behind on that bill. My life has been incredibly impacted since Wendy quit pursuing installments under our settlement arrangement. The way that I can't support my life and cover my bills altogether is very dire to me. I can't take care of my bills and support my everyday living. Children with a dull business thought process and a voracious longing for speedy and income sans work? Oh, kid, discuss a wreck. Be that as it may, I would like to understand what you all think about this. Do you suppose Sharina is all in all correct to come after Kevin the way she's doing? Or do you think she really wants to show a smidgen seriously getting it? Tell me your opinion on this, then look at this next video.